Hi, my name's Steve. Welcome to the channel. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about the SMT 1.3 by Shanling, the direct competitor to the Eversolo T8. I'll share on the screen the specs and tell you a little bit about my experience with the unit. A little about the purchase. I bought it from Audiophonics in France. They sent it via UPS. It arrived in just 3 days. That was absolutely amazing considering it shipped all that distance. When I opened the box, I was a bit surprised to find it doesn't ship with a remote control. That was a little bit of a shock. However, the setup was relatively easy. The Wi-Fi went blisteringly quickly. I was connected and ready to go within minutes. First impressions using Cobus Connect to stream to the HD25 Hagel DAC were a mixed bag. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it to play any of the base CD quality tracks. It did, however, start to stream 96 kHz and 192 kHz tracks without much of a glitch. Cobus Connect appears to be a very buggy solution implemented within the SMT 1.3. The solution is to actually download the Cobus app into the Edit app and run it from there. This did solve all of the streaming issues that I had. All tracks played hassle-free and the quality was superb. I spent the next few hours listening to the SMT 1.3 and comparing it to the Node 2i, switching between inputs. It was quite a challenging test, as the Node 2i did present it extremely wide and high, not so focused as the SMT 1.3, but it did have a reverb that went on for days. It was extremely enjoyable, and I was slightly missing this through the SMT 1.3. But I thought I'd give it some time and see how it goes over the next few days. Over the next few days I attached an SSD drive. I had many songs on there in all sorts of formats, from APE right the way through to FLAC. The unit scanned and read them relatively quickly, and the second I hit the play, I was surprised to hear how good the quality was. It was far superior to the Node 2i in every way possible. The sound was wide, it was detailed, it was resolute. Absolutely everything I could expect from a streamer. Listening to Alice in Chains' Looking in View was a fantastic experience. So dynamic, so clear. It was insanely good to hear through the SMT 1.3. Previously on the Node 2i, it was splashy, it was enjoyable, but it just didn't have the dynamics, the controlled bass. Everything about it just screamed high resolution, and it was to a standard that I just didn't think I could get through my system. Having lived with the SMT 1.3 for just over 4 days now, I can honestly say that the sound has evolved. I'm not sure if this is a burn-in thing or if my ears have become accustomed to the differences between the Node 2i and it. The Node 2i has a habit of amplifying echo in a way that you feel like the sound is of a higher resolution than it's actually outputting. The SMT won't do this. It will, however, give you a more resolute and what the industry call a darker, blacker background. This equates to things not being so amplified and fake and adding some sort of effect to the sound that you feel like it's better than it actually is. It will give you resolution in spades. If you have an audio system that can produce those sounds through the speakers, a decent DAC, a decent amplifier, preamp, integrated, what have you, then you're going to get whatever your system can produce through the SMT 1.3 with more honesty than you'll get through the likes of a Node 2i. One thing I do like about the SMT 1.3 is the built-in graphic. It has a nice EQ with 10 bands, which you can use to curve some of those older tracks, make them a little more juicy, take out some of that mid-band glare that you get, and still have a decent treble that comes through. It's perfect for those sort of songs. You've got 3 presets you can do for yourself, and it also has some other ones in there, so you can do exactly as you want with the music. I hope you found this interesting and useful. I'm sorry if it's not quite the review that you're used to getting. I'm new to the YouTube forum. I will get better over time, I'm pretty sure. But if there's any questions you have, I'll be glad to answer them. All the best. Bye.